Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked...
Interceptions result.
Gone! Leopard!
After the interception, here's Elway. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Elway. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now it's Elway. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll give it here to Brown. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back. Right.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watkins, the intended receiver. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And off the Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So here's Vick following the interception, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Andre Reed, 42 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Here's Michael Vick, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, now look at this.
Elway to throw on second. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. You give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Elway. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up, eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Elway. This is caught. Watkins. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
Now it's Brown. And this will be a touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Madden Legends able to cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now out come the Patriots. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Flushed out right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Elway to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Boo, line it.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first down throw coming for Vick. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw, Vick. Flush to his right. Broken tackle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a second down throw for Vick. Escaping the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Curse able to drop him for a loss of 4. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out now come the legends. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it here with Brown. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Green, 39.
On third down, Elway. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Elway on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Antonio Brown, 55 yards. And the Madden legends draw a bit closer. From the gun, it's Elway. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Madden legends heading back onto the field.
Detroit! Set! Blue landing!
On first down, Elway. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Detroit!
On second down, Elway. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
And it's Instead, they want to throw it off play action. Rolling to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield, Elway. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, that's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Back now in Foxborough as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now here's Vick. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Elway. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10, Elway. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And captain comeback John Elway, Charles, he's trying to do it again here.
47 regular season comeback victories in his career. But I think the stat that really leaps out at me, 12 times he did it in the playoffs. That's winning time.
Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Elway throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Elway. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go. It's Elway on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Throwing now is Elway. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Elway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Here's Elway. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Elway to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
2nd and 10, Elway again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last shot for Elway. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.